How's it going, everybody? It's your boy, Lieutenant Dan, with another collegiate film breakdown, another film session for you guys. We're going to be looking at Hayden Hurst in 3 different games. Another Falcons prospect they looked at the Combine against Missouri, against Arkansas, and against, Michigan. And we're just going to take a look at these videos. They're a little long, so we're going to chop up a couple of things. Chop up a couple things here or there and see where he's at. For his combine numbers, very quickly, anybody can go search those up online, but he was about middle of the pack in arms, hands, height, weight. Everything was just right there, smack dab in the middle. Only one stat really came out and kind of like shot out to me, which was his 40 time, and I don't take too much credence in 40 time. But he was tied for third among all tight ends in the draft class of 2018 for the fastest 40 time by tight ends. So, I mean, I guess you could say, I think he ran like a 4.58 or 4.56, something like that, 4.7, something silly. Anyway, let's get straight into this film. Let's get straight into it. I don't like the blurriness of this film. I don't. Just going to be completely honest with y'all. Let me make sure that I can go back. All right. So he's going to be on the end over here. Let's see what he can do. Nice little block. Tiny little block. I was on the other edge. Okay. I don't know what that was all about. Like, you get hit here and then you start wheeling back like, okay. I hope that wasn't designed. Now he's up in the slot. The 3 set on the left. Not the worst route ever. Not the worst route ever. I don't like evaluating tight ends. I don't. I'm just going to be honest with you. But little tiny move there. Go up the seam. Might have been able to get hit up the seam if the quarterback had seen him. So now he's going to go into motion. Go to the outside. Grab a little something. I don't like that play for tight ends. Usually set that out for running backs or wide receivers with a little more speed to them. But maybe they like Hayden Hurst there to be able to do that in their offense. It's early in the season. They're only in their 2nd game now. Let's see here. His blocking awareness is not great up to this point. He really should have been keeping his eyes downfield instead of just on 55. You see there, he kind of like freaks out, and that could have gone for a little bit more. I'm being a little overcritical here. In the slot, gonna go the out wheel. I don't know if this is the quarterback's throw here. Yeah, quarterback just overthrows him. But he was perfect on that route. I liked it. He got away from his guy and went down the field. That could have been a touchdown. So, on the edge here, probably going to be blocking. They pull him to the other side, and he really doesn't do anything. Same thing on the other side. Now they're going to pull him the other way. Nope, they have him go down the seam. Straight down the... Okay, overthrow. This South Carolina quarterback right now is giving me some fits. Here he comes in motion. Back in the slot again. Don't mind him being in the slot. He seems kind of like a threat in the red zone. Or kind of like a seam guy. Gonna open up some stuff. Another overthrow. Yeah, I don't mind him catching the ball. But you got to get him downfield. You got to target him somewhere. One of his better blocks of the day. Getting his hands up into the pad level. Bringing him in motion here. Let's see. Okay. I mean, that's all right. That's fine. We'll go about 5 more plays into this game. Well, you know what? We'll go into the 3rd quarter and see where he's doing his thing in about 5 plays. I want to see where he is at. Wide open. Okay, this quarterback is awful. This quarterback is really bad. Goodness grief. Let's see him. He goes out to the right-hand side over here. Yeah, he's covered, I guess. Look at that wide open wide receiver number 3. His quarterback's panicking. Let's see. And what do coaches do when their quarterback is too antsy, when they don't have control? They make simple one-read routes. One location where you look, and that's where the quarterback's doing. He's looking at one guy and tossing the ball. When your quarterback's too antsy, when he's too green, you give him as simple a playbook as you possibly can and hope for the best that plays like this one work out in your favor. Let's watch Hayden Hurst on this play. Is he going to make a good block? He's going to get to the second level. He's going to block out that linebacker, kinda. Not the best. Shout out to Cut Up Corner, who's doing all of this work. He just didn't do anything there. Like, just didn't do anything at all. Let's keep going. We're midway through the second. They're just kind of running him up the seam and whatnot. And I think his blocking is okay. It's not great up to this point. Missouri has done well to kind of push him around. Linebackers kind of hit him twice now, and he's kind of like freaked out. And these are one route reads. Look at that. See, just doesn't even look at the other guys going. Watch the quarterback. He's throwing to the outside before the other route develops going up the field, which is probably wide open at this point. So there's a flag drawn though. So they got a flag for, what is it? Pass interference. Look at this. One route reads, hoping that something works. Have some athletes make a play. Kind of bothersome. Just a little bothersome. Let's all right, we're gonna go ahead and move ourselves along. Move ourselves into the, oh, he scored. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Time out. I hit right at the right part. Let's see this play. 3rd and 1. Gets to the second level. Doesn't block very well there. And then let's see. They're inside the 40. And they got him going up the seam. Nice little throw there. Nice little catch. Got some speed on that with the touchdown. Okay. All right. I see you. I get it. Let's see. They got a linebacker looking at him. And just late reaction there by that linebacker, and was able to abuse that open space. So good job on Hayden Hurst getting to the point. Throw was a little low, and he had to kind of like extend to get it, but it wasn't crazy. There you go. You're finding him. See, this quarterback's finally understanding that Hayden Hurst should be his outlet. If he can't see his first throw, he needs to go over to Hayden Hurst, but I still think he was staring him down. Hayden's gonna make your life a lot easier, young man. That's not to say that Hayden Hurst is going to be in a perennial All-Pro or anything, but that is to say that Hayden Hurst is at least putting in the work here and has gotten them a score up to this point. But we are, we're 4 minutes left into the third quarter. That's not the greatest block in the entire world by Hayden Hurst there. He's a light blocker. He's a hands blocker. He is there to be a gnat, an annoyance. He's not there to full on block you, blow you up. He's just there to throw his hands in front of you. And if he's going to want to excel at the NFL level, he's going to have to learn to body somebody up. See, like that shoulder block right there. See him go to the interior. You're going to see him right here. See him go to the interior here. Bam. He hits him with the shoulder. But if he had squared him up and blocked him, this running back would have been gone. Yeah, I know. That's your fault. Yeah, you're hanging your head there. Oh, man. Let's see him on this play. Kind of have him as a Jimmy Graham type, just kind of catching some passes here and there. All right, we're gonna move on to the next game. I think it's more important to go ahead and move on because we're just not really seeing anything that would be worth really talking about. One more play from Hayden. Maybe he'll block and he'll actually look good. This is only the second game of the season though, so I shouldn't be too freaky deaky. Again, kind of hand blocking. Comes in there, behind a guy, kind of just, he's there to be annoying. He's there to be a gnat. And these guys are running very simple, dinky-dink plays. All right, so see him down at the bottom of the screen. Jet sweep. Okay, so we are 6 games in, and now they're having him do jet sweeps. We didn't even see that in the first game. So he's going to take this. See, now they're using him as an athlete. Now they understand that blocking may not be his strongest suit, so they're going to have him just kind of go. Out there on the edge. And they're running some different stuff. I can already tell they're running some different stuff, but that wasn't a terrible route. He's looking at him. He's staring Hayden Hurst down. Did you see that? Look at that. Hayden Hurst is going down the field, and there is this quarterback just staring him down. Overthrows him quite a bit. All right, they got him bunched inside. Still, okay, I'm not gonna over exaggerate that was not a great block. It was okay. In motion. It's a little bit better, but that was a smaller guy, so maybe he looked bigger blocking him. Another sweep. Another sweep. Okay. I reserve jet sweeps and passes in the flat for running backs, fullbacks, and wide receivers. I do not want tight ends to be doing that. But if he's fast enough, he can do it. Shoulder block. Comes in, hits him with a shoulder block there. 35. Okay. Not blowing anybody up, though. I'd like to see him square up for that block. They got him on the edge here. Let's see what he does. Gonna block 23. Goes to the inside, and he should be trying to open this hole for the running back. And makes it a little tighter than it needs to be. Okay, on the outside here. Covered. Yeah, they've just put him in the flats there. As like just the flats option. Don't like this either. I mean, you could have hit this guy. When you get to this point right here, you should know you should be trying to blow up this blocker in front of you. And you just don't. You didn't do it. Down at the bottom of the screen. Ooh, okay. All right. Now show off that speed. There you go. All right, let's look at this one more time. He's going to go down the seam. They're going to run double seam, a double seam route right up the middle, and they're going to try to get Hayden lost. And one of them goes off to the left, and Hayden goes towards the middle. And this is just kind of put right in there, a little behind him. But he shows some speed. Catches that ball with his hands. Yeah, a little bit of a body catch. Not gonna rag on it. Good touchdown. Any touchdown is a good touchdown. Like just like any sack is a good sack, coverage or not. But he kind of just lets it fall in the bread basket there. Gets his touchdown. Yep, they're gonna show one goes up the top, and see, you're gonna watch both of these guys right up the middle. They're gonna run both of them right at the middle. One takes off to the left, one takes off to the right. That makes the safety have to choose between one or the other, and the linebacker and corners have to follow. Both choose to go to the outside and cover the edge, and instead, ball goes right down the middle of the seam, right down the middle of the field. Hayden Hurst gets himself a touchdown. That was well designed, because either one of those could have been open if it was single coverage. But I don't think I'm going to rely on this quarterback too much. He's just too green, even now that they're like almost 6 games in. I'm still not impressed by the blocking of Hayden Hurst. It's a lot of shoulder tackling, shoulder blocking, a lot of handsy blocking. Good coming too. Did he catch that ball? Let's watch him here. Again, going straight down the middle of the field, and then I think that he comes back. Yep. That's a good catch. Can he catch this ball? Are they going to say that he dropped it? No, that's a good catch. Let's just watch till the end of the play. Oh, got another good angle. Catch. Good catch. That's a good catch to me. Nope, they're not going to call it a catch. Okay, whatever. Or maybe they did. Maybe they did call it a catch. Well, where were they on the field? Let me see where they were on the field. Okay, so they're not gonna call it a catch. All right, cool, whatever. Not gonna call it a catch. I thought that was a catch. All right, well, we're not gonna get too uppity about it. See, again, just a lot of handsy blocking and throwing a shoulder in. It's not really like squaring somebody up. Worries me. This worries me a little bit. Look for the deeper option. Kind of have Hayden going on a lower route, and then send somebody over the top of them. He tried to come down with that ball. That was way too high for him. Ball is way over his head. Yeah, you weren't going to get that. But good try, though. Yeah, it was just a bit over your hands. All right, bring him in motion. This is his best tape up to this point. Still not the greatest block. You got low and you threw your shoulder into it. Just square the man up. You're going to open the lane much more if you just square that up. Watch it one more time. Going to come in motion. Going to hit the edge guy with the shoulder. Look at him bending down and using the shoulder to block in. If he squares that up, the lane's open. All right, bring him in motion again. Oh boy, he's going to block. Did it again. Threw another shoulder in. Square him up. Just square him up. What's wrong with that? One of these days, you're going to come in for a shoulder block, and that guy is just going to throw his arms around you, and you're going to whiff. Let's head on to Michigan. It was only a 3-minute tape. Make sure that it's working. Over the middle. Nice catch in traffic. Watch him again. He starts on the outside. You can see him right here. Starts on the outside. Makes a nice catch in traffic on a smaller linebacker or corner, whoever was there. Still throwing shoulder blocks, I see. That ain't going to work in the NFL, buddy. Somebody's going to blow you up. So I am not impressed by the blocking that Hayden Hurst has. It's pretty poor. Poor blocking. Not very good. But the hands on this kid, definitely worth observing. And he can definitely get better at blocking because he's a willing blocker. Like, look at that. Do you see that on this fumble here? Comes down, throws a shoulder instead of blocking. Maybe I'm being too hard. Maybe I'm being too hard on the kid. Let's see here. Okay, he's not catching. Why are you showing me those plays? I told you one of these days you were going to throw a shoulder block. You were going to have a problem. Watch this right here. I told you through this tape that something was going to happen like this. Look. Oh, if you just square this guy up, you block him. But you throw a shoulder and that guy goes, what? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I told you. I told you through this tape that that was going to happen at some point. And it happened. It happened. Now look at you. You look silly. Somebody in the NFL. That's not even, I don't even know if that's an NFL quality linebacker. Watch 15. I want you to watch Hayden Hurst. I want you to watch number 15. Watch this. Gone. Okay, I may not be the greatest scout in the entire world, but I told you, if you throw a shoulder constantly over and over and over, they're going to key in on that. They're going to know that you don't want to square up and block them. You don't want to get physical with somebody. So they're going to go, whoop, sidestep, throw the arms over, just bat you to the ground, and then go after the running back or the quarterback or whoever else you're trying to block for. You fudged. And you're going to have to learn that is not acceptable. Okay, now let's move on. Where was he on this play? Oh, he's on the outside over there. Let's see here. He tried to throw a shoulder again. Yep, try to throw a shoulder again. Don't shoulder. No. Oh man. Finally actually bodied up against somebody and stood his ground. Now the pressure came around from the opposite side, so that's none of his business. He couldn't stop 3 guys, so I give him that much. I'll give him that much. They're going for him. That wasn't even his fault. I mean, he's totally blocked out by number 7, which I would call pass interference. Was that the same? No, that's not the same time. I was looking for the same time and see if they actually called any penalty on that, but they didn't. That was a unique run. Unique little thing there that they just ran. I like that. I liked how they ran Hayden Hurst to the inside. And of course, they bring guys to cover him. Kind of like a rub route, I guess. We're late into the 3rd now. Yep, throw to the outside. Okay, Hayden, show me. Show me what you got. It's okay. That's good. Batted down. He was going towards Hayden too. You could see it right there. You can see Hayden Hurst getting open over here. They were going to hit him in stride. Finally, see, that's called being handsy. You're just putting hands in there. You're not pushing. And you're going to get wrecked. You got your quarterback killed. So we learned 2 things about Hayden Hurst and blocking. Number 1, he didn't learn from his mistakes, and he still continued to throw shoulder blocks. And number 2, his handsiness when he's blocking, he's not putting any weight into it. He's not being heavy-handed. So instead, he's being a finesse blocker, and that's going to get eaten up. He just got his quarterback killed, and from several plays ago, he had a whoops. So they're looking for him. I saw the quarterback looking at him. Good catch, though. Good catch going up there. Look at that. Ball's up in the air. Throws his hands up there. Got 2 guys on him and goes and catch this ball. That's real good. I like that. I like that. He can catch the ball, man. He can be a playmaker. I don't have any problem with him doing what he's doing as far as like catching the ball. Yep. All right, so a couple things that I want to talk about here. Hayden Hurst has to immensely change the way that he blocks, because any team that drafts Hayden Hurst is going to use him as a weapon first and a blocker later. So that is why I don't think that Hayden Hurst will probably go in the first round, because you want when you select players in the first round, you want all-encompassing or all-perennial talent taken in the first round, or guys that truly fit the system that you're running and they have all the talent already for that system, and everything else can be added on to later. That's what first rounders are for. Day two guys are guys that are going to develop, but they're already, highly skilled players. And day three, which is what are your fourth round, fifth round, sixth round, seventh round, those are all guys that are going to need to develop, take a couple years in the NFL and figure out who they are and how to use them. So Hayden Hurst is not a total package player, but I love his hands. I've got to say that I really, really like Hayden Hurst's hands. When you put the ball where he can catch it, he's going to catch it. I even thought the one that they did not call a catch was caught for what it's worth. I didn't see the ball. It was so grainy. I didn't see the ball hit the ground. He was at least in the position and dove out to go and grab it. So he's a willing positional catcher. I think that he can definitely go out and catch some serious up in the air, one-on-one vertical balls. And man, there's something about just athletes. Something about just a guy that can be an athlete and go out there and ball. I think this guy, Hayden Hurst, he needs to work on blocking. He really needs to work on bodying up, probably put on some NFL caliber weight. He'll lose a little bit of that speed. But I think the comparisons for him in the NFL, I don't like doing comparisons, but I read a comparison on him being like a Dallas Clark type. And that's not maybe too far off if hey, somebody tell me I'm wrong. But I do like his hands. I do like what tape we saw, and I think that he could definitely be a day two guy. And get drafted by a team, and the Falcons talk to him. I know that much. So if the Falcons talk to him, they're looking for a second tight end, and they think that day two they can go grab a Hayden Hurst type, I would do it. Compliment Austin Hooper, have two tight end sets, and really send Hayden Hurst down the field in his first year to kind of catch down the seam and down the middle of the field. And I have Austin Hooper as the more reliable blocker, even though, with the cut of Toilolo as of a week ago or a few days ago, that was the better blocker of the two when it came to Toilolo and Hooper. But Hooper has gotten better. So the better blocker will be Hooper if Hurst was drafted to the Falcons. So that was my collegiate film breakdown on Hayden Hurst. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got a little bit out of it. Sorry that was a little long. Maybe I can make some cuts to make it a little bit better. But join me next time for another collegiate film breakdown on another Falcons prospect that we looked at during the combine and during workouts. Got a little work to do now on some of those pieces of tape. Go check out Voch Lombardi. Go look up in the corner over here. Go check out Voch Lombardi's channel. We've been doing some collab videos together. Go subscribe to him. And if you're coming from Voch Lombardi's channel and coming over here, do hit the subscribe button. We're looking at some crazy talent here, and we're gonna keep doing some videos. Not everybody's gonna get a video, but if you talk to the Falcons, I'm gonna try my best to make a video for you. My name's Lieutenant Dan. You listen to nothing but the truth and the facts, and I will talk to you guys later on another collegiate film breakdown video. Peace.